Hi everyone, so this is the first video in a series of videos about the periodic table. This one's on the group names. You'll need your notes, which is your pen and paper, the periodic table from your reference table, as well as one of the small periodic tables. You're going to label each of the periodic tables. So the big one obviously will be in your reference table, and I also want you to label the small one and keep that in your notes as well. So first I wanted you to label the basic parts of the periodic table. So if we see here, we have these columns in blue are the main group elements, so make sure that you label those on your periodic table. The ones in the middle are the transition elements, and then down here we have something called the lanthanides and actinides. Label those as well. They're the ones all the way down at the bottom. Now the reason that lanthanides and actinides are down there is I kind of equate this to Alaska and Hawaii on a U.S. map. So if we take Alaska and Hawaii, usually they're in the same spot on the map, because if we had Alaska and Hawaii on the same map, the map itself would just be too big. So the lanthanides and actinides actually end up getting tucked right into this little center here, to the left of the transition metals. So if we did that on every periodic table, the periodic table would just be too long. So we actually instead go ahead and put them down below, kind of again like Alaska and Hawaii are on a map. So the other part I want you to label are the numbers. So the rows, are called the periods. So make sure that note is in there as well. Those should already be numbered for you on your periodic table. And the columns are called groups or families. Now your column numbers are going to be a little different than what's listed here. I want you to list this as well on your own reference tables. So group 1 is 1A, group 2 is 2A, group 13 is 3A, 14 is 4A, 15 is 5A, 16 is 6A, 17 is 8A, and 18 is 8A. If we come down here to the transition elements, the middle area, 3B was group 3. So then we have 4B, 5B, 6B, 7B. 8B is a little weird. It actually encompasses all three of these groups, so make sure that you have all of them in there as well. Then it starts to number it as 1B for number 11 and 2B for group 12. Right, so make sure those are listed. The other major part that I want you to have here are the actual group names. So group 1 or 1A are called the alkali metals. Group 2 are alkaline earth metals. These are found commonly in nature. Group 17 or 7A are called the halogens, and group 8A or 18 are called the noble gases. They're fairly unreactive. So to summarize, the rows are called the periods, the columns are called the groups. Group 1A are the alkali metals, group 2 or 2A are the alkaline earth metals. Groups 3 to 12 are the transition metals, they're the B group. Group 17 are the halogens, and group 18 are the noble gases. Have a great day, guys.